What do you mean I can go straight to Hyrule Castle and get some of the most powerful weapons and armor in the game for free without any risk? The upper level and Sanctum have no enemies. This area has plenty of Royal Guard, Royal, and Knight weapons laying around on the ground for free. If you glide from Lookout Landing Tower to the large peninsula of land on the south side of the castle, you will start on the upper floor with no enemy in sight. There's no way, but it makes sense. It almost seems like it was perfectly designed to be this way, because the towers do shoot you up super high in the air, and you get the glider really early on, but the game kind of instructs you to go elsewhere, you know? They give you those main quests, they're like, hey, go explore elsewhere, you know, Hyrule Castle's scary, but when you're a veteran player, or you played Breath of the Wild, or a speedrunner, like, this is what the game is built for, and I wonder how deliberate that is. Like, we're going to see how good the loot is, but it makes me wonder, like, did the devs... Also, I didn't get enough distance to glide, but I guess I should use my wingsuit and actually, like, try to glide a little bit before I get my full-on hover. Maybe there might be a little bit extra technique or trick, but I guess I land for this peninsula. Didn't get it. Alright, take two. This time with a bit more technique. It really isn't as stupid easy as, oh, you just throw out the glider and you make it all the way there on one stamina wheel. But I wonder what speedrunners are going to come up with. Is there going to be the need for a little bit of stamina food? Actually, it doesn't really seem like that. I do have the glide shirt, but I don't know if that actually mattered. Like, all you have to do is dive and glide. And I think you can actually get there just on one stamina wheel. It makes me think, like, the devs put this in to go, good luck, speedrunners, have fun. And super reward brave players. What is a 70 shield doing here? Yeah, this really makes me feel like something's going on for speedrunning. Yields massive destructive power before a break. Like, is the plan that you just, like, charge up a crazy attack on the boss or get, like, a flurry and then it just breaks and like one-shots it or does enough to where you can kind of combo it together? So these are still kind of decayed weapons, but yeah, like if you start your game off with this, you can go and slap through a lot. Oh, that looks like a pretty weapon though. Royal Halberd. Flurry Rush during a perfect dodge. Extra power. Ooh. 300 rupees at the top of the tower. A 50 damage Royal Guard Bow. Hey, can't throw that, it's cheating. Oh, that's kind of funny. All right, let's see the Flurry Rush. No, I guess you gotta side dodge the kick. There it is. All right, let's dab on him. I mean, it's got like 7 base damage, so I mean, you could put something crazy on that and like really hurt this guy. We'll just hit him with my Black Moblin Hammer for a bit, and there we go. That's gonna get him. Oh, I didn't realize I found what I was looking for. So the post was highest fuse, 184 damage, silver Lionel Blade. That's because it's the Royal Guard's Claymore with the massive power just before it breaks. I didn't realize you got that much power from it because these people, you know, where'd you find the Royal Guard's Claymore so early than talking about Hyrule Castle? So you can take those weapons and skedaddle to make the early game easier, or you can fight the tough mobs that are there and just keep upgrading your gear. Pretty cool stuff. Like, it's kind of a soft, easy mode, but also like a speedrunner mode, or just a, hey, you can beat the game, it's open world kind of mode. I like it. Okay, you can't even script that, so a Blood Moon is coming, and I didn't know about critical cooking in Breath of the Wild, but it's also in Tears of the Kingdom. So if you cook right before the Blood Moon triggers at like 11:30 p.m., you'll always get a critical cook. So we're just going to time this, and I'm just going to kind of pull out as many Zonai pots. Unfortunately, I didn't really have any good ingredients, so I kind of blew it, but it is good to know. Also, if you've KO'd a lot of mobs and you haven't gotten a Blood Moon in a while, don't cook everything that you have. Now, cooking and critical cooking is its own thing for a different video, but all you need to know is food better. Hey, my man Hetsu, this is something that I wish I remembered sooner, because much like a lot of people that played Breath of the Wild when it came out and haven't played since it came out, a lot of core basic things about the game have been forgotten. I know I'm not the only person that forgot how to cook, but I also forgot what Korok seeds do. You use them to expand your weapon inventory. That's huge, and I should have had this the entire game. I grabbed a couple of Korok seeds here and there when they didn't disrupt my gameplay, but yeah, that seems pretty important. Hetsu is found on the way to the first intended tower, so playing the story for a bit gonna help you out. This next one is like a half thing I wish I knew sooner, because I knew you could grab the construct core and disrupt the core and go straight into like the attack phase. But I didn't think to do it on the construct 3 because there's no way they're gonna let you cheese one of the final enemies like that. You can. And man, I got roasted in the comments for that one. And then for the other constructs, it just doesn't seem worth it to have to do that when you can just like bomb arrow a construct 1, immediately get it to break apart, and then like one-shot it. So yeah, weird stuff. I'm just surprised by how trivial this fight is once you understand it and once you get a strong weapon. Now here's one that makes me feel dumb, because you can fuse anything to anything pretty much, which means you can put a minecart on a shield and make a skateboard, and you can use that to ride down rails instead of making some kind of minecart contraption. So we get up here, we shield, we jump, we get on, we snap to the rail, and we just have a portable ready to go minecart. Now, it's not like you make a fan or you do some other things to get propulsion, but still, like, that's really cool. Yo, this thing kind of cooks, and you can use it for your little Octorok farm to where it's like, yeah, I don't have to build a minecart or summon one with auto build. No, I just jump on my shield, get some momentum, GG easy. And I'm guessing it's just better durability and maneuverability when going downhill. That's pretty cool. However, we just took some damage there, so maybe not foolproof. Maybe not take fall damage. Yeah, we're just gonna blast through this, alright. And then there's just some basic gameplay stuff that I'm definitely not exploiting enough. Like, you can take this, any kind of object or platform or whatever, and then you can just hold it in place. Time is passing. Like, that's happening right now. The game is continuing. You might have noticed that if you're, like, trying to maneuver something, and then a mob hits you. You can just hold this up here for a while. Transition over to recall. Use recall on the object when it falls down. And then you can ascend through the object that's just chilling there for a while. You can use this to solve puzzles, you can use this to gain height, you can use this to set up traps. Again, I'm just like not really respecting that you can do this. You can just hold an item for a while and then have it just stay for the recall for the while as well. Everyone already knows about this video from Delicious Tea Gaming, but it has me with one of those moments like, really? You can do that? You can just recall an item you swung around and do outrageous amounts of damage? Like, that's the biggest surprise to me, is that did too much damage to that Hinox. And then it made me think, am I just too smart to come up with something this stupid, or am I just too stupid to come up with something this smart? Like, that shouldn't work, but you can just use the physics as well. It's silly. And people have even done this with thick logs inside of, like, challenges and stuff, so can we just, like, chop down a tree, hold it up in a place for a bit, and that's kind of the trick. Like, you have to hold it there for a while, and then you also have to let it fall down before you recall on it. That way it actually has, like, a place to go. So, we do that, drop it, let it fall, hit the recall. It's just chilling there for a bit, and depending on it, like, some of these, yeah, you can, but I guess you can't. Oh, oh, no way. And then you can just do it on a tree you cut down, and now I have a higher platform for free. Now, the practicality of it is limited, especially because you get a schematic for an instant scaffold, or you can make something like this, or you can just make whatever portable thing you need to, and then save it as a favorite with the auto build. But even then, like, there's too much to keep track of. There's too many shenanigans you can pull inside this game, and the scaffold is just tall enough to where you can actually, like, ascend through it, which is why it's a scaffold. Like, the possibilities in this game are only going to get crazier from here. Also, it's the little things you forget about or don't realize in this game. Like, you can do anything. You throw ice choo-choo into water, and then you can make a platform instantly as well. And then you now have an ice platform, or a platform you can move around. Wait a second. The ice slides around. So you can make a slippery platform. Is this just, like, potentially one of the best designs for a vehicle that I accidentally just stumbled into? You slap a fan on this. Hold up. I'm cooking. Aha. There's the critical flaw. You can't stick anything to ice. Also, the ice is getting smaller and melting. Interesting. There's got to be something here. There's got to be a way to break it, though. Hold up. I'm still cooking. What if we attach a fan to a shield, and then we make the cold water, and then we have a portable instant boat? I really hope this works. I mean, the shield, like, the durability doesn't last long at all, but it's something you can manipulate, and it's just something weird I stumbled into. I also missed on my apples tip in my best location video because I didn't know this orchard was in Breath of the Wild, which is why players already knew about it, and then they also already knew how to optimize it. In Breath of the Wild, Ice Wand was the best method to farm apples. So that's another thing I wish I knew, is that I need to look it up if the mechanic or like the area or thing was already in Breath of the Wild and already has like some kind of method to exploit it. So there we go, guys. Things I wish I knew sooner for Tears of the Kingdom. I've also already forgotten a lot of things that I've learned because there's just so much in the game. But yeah, that's it. It's kind of impossible to know everything about what's going on in Breath of the Wild and then Tears of the Kingdom and all the new fusions and stuff. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.